All nations, rich or poor, have one thing in common, and that is the need for the efficient use of their available arable land. Arable land means fertile soil, the soil from which everything grows. Healthy, fertile soil is a composite of water, oxygen, bacteria, and organic matter. When these elements come together, they form a living entity that processes the organic matter into the critical nutrients that plants need in order to grow and thrive. When plants can absorb more nutrients, they're stronger, more vital, producing higher yields and healthier crops. And as an added benefit, healthier crops require less fertilizer, less pesticides, and less water. Plants typically absorb only 5 to 10% of the available nutrients found in the soil. When ArableONE is added, the nutrient uptake is increased by over 80%. When plants can absorb more nutrients, they're healthier and produce larger yields. ArableONE is easy to use. It is simply mixed with water and then applied through the irrigation system, requiring only 2 quarts per acre.
What are your neighbors saying?
We've had them driving up and down this road, going out to see their cows out on the BLM, and they've been asking us since our first cutting what the heck we've been doing to this field, because it's night and day what it was after the first cut.
How old is this field?
This is a 7-year-old pivot.
7-year-old, so and it was cut and first watered 10 days ago, right?
10 days ago is we got our second cutting and got bales off and put water back on 10 days ago. And it's already up a foot and a half in places.
Well, the size of the leaves is absolutely astounding in here. I mean, this looks like a very healthy field, and the before pictures did not look like that. Is this the one that got burnt?
This is one that got burnt, and we have another one that's a year younger than this field, got burnt at the same time, and it doesn't even compare to this field.
Nothing to it.
Doesn't even come close.
And how many acres is this field?
75 acres. The other is 125, and we actually got 15 more bales off of this cutting than we did the 125 acre.
And those are the big bales?
The big square bales.
The 1-ton bales are the new plantings that you have on these other 2 fields that we treated. We treated one or both with? Both with ArableONE?
Yeah.
And years past, what kind of outcome have people had with new plantings? I mean, all the old timers have told you what?
Decent, but you plant in the spring, you only get 1 cutting. Only ever comes up about a foot and a half, and it's almost 2-3 foot high. Doesn't even compare. I think last year with 2 cuttings, first cutting was 114 bales, almost 160. I bet we get 200 plus bales off first cutting.
This is a little 5-acre piece that we decided to try it out on. Brant came around and decided to try to get us to put a little bit down, and we did a little over a year ago. And compared to the rest of the field, I mean, it produces quite a bit more, almost double.
Really?
Almost double. Yeah.
Okay.
We get about 1.5 tons on the rest of this piece, and here we're getting almost 3. So that helps. That helps out a lot.
Yeah.
It's planted last fall, 2 quarts per acre, and it's on how many acres? 10 acres?
That 40 bales came off of 7 acres. So
and those were the big bales?
Yeah, those are 4x3s. Well, they're the ones you got pictures of.
Yeah. That's unreal.
But that...
and you got people, I was telling Corey, you had the mechanic telling you are asking about it. What did he say?
Oh, he says there's been 2 or 3 asking me, what's that? What's John Heslop got going? I heard he had some 5-foot grain. And, 5-foot grain just...
It doesn't happen.
Well, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You'd have to have a monsoon season to get that, and we watered it once.
Then after the first crop was cut, I gave it application of ArableONE. What it turned out to be, I've never had this equal of a field.
Uniformity.
Yes. All the way around. Ever.
And Kent.
And this is a wore out field. 15 years old.
And the guy that cut it was impressed too.
Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Last year with the drought, it was a tremendous reduction in water. And I have very sandy ground, and I was only able to water every 25 days. And everybody that I talked to said, oh, in 25 days, your tree's going to be dead. But I had Blue Diamond representative come, and she was surprised that my trees looked the way they do. And I mentioned the product, and she was very impressed. I did. I only applied to 2 quarts for it, and only twice last year on here, and I see tremendous improvement.
I didn't have one this size last year. Now every one is almost this size. Even if the outside is smaller, the inside is big.
That's almost double, isn't it?
Yeah, from last year. And it's heavy.
I'm definitely happy with the product. It's something that I will never stop using.
The corn in this photograph was planted on the same day. The only difference is that the back row was treated with a single application of ArableONE. The arable treated corn was able to absorb 80% more nutrients from the soil, and as a result grew twice as tall in the same period of time. These Hass avocados were treated with ArableONE. The grower reported that he had a 62% increase in profits. For the first time, he was able to produce and deliver 10-ounce avocados in December, and with a 23% oil content. ArableONE works on lemons, strawberries, flax crops, and roses. It can be safely applied to anything that grows. ArableONE is safe, easy to apply, and low cost.